Hello, my friends. How are you? This is Rachel from Sweet Bee Paper Co., and I am here again with another Margarete Miller Weekly Collage Challenge video. Today we are doing week 45. As a reminder, the playlist for all of my other Margarete Miller Collage Challenge videos is down in the description box, as well as a link to her website for all of the prompts. And while you're looking at that, make sure you like the video and make sure you are subscribed. I will be having a Christmas giveaway coming up soon that I'm excited for, that I'm giving a journal away. So make sure that you subscribe. Would love to have you in the Sweet Bee Paper Co. family. Anyway, let's talk about week 45, and then I will be a little chatty for some of it. Okay, so the prompts this week are something that reminds you of your grandmother and mother, weather, something musical, something in watercolor, your favorite word, and bonus is a calendar page. So I kind of incorporated two different things that remind me of my mom. Hi, Mom. So the flower picture at the bottom, I included that because my mom has this really cool garden behind their house, and it's always so pretty. I will try to link a couple TikToks I've done of it down below. I love seeing everything in bloom in there. And then she always has visitors to it, like birds in her bird bath and butterflies and moths. And that's why I included the butterfly sticker. I had planned on getting out my watercolors and kind of doing some details with those, but y'all, I'm feeling much better. I think in a couple of videos I talked about how I've had these terrible headaches. I did end up going to the ER in the middle of the night because the pain was so bad that night that I couldn't handle it anymore. It made me so dizzy and confused, and yeah, I couldn't take it anymore. So I've been on antibiotics and I'm definitely feeling better, but man, antibiotics, they tear my stomach up so much. It doesn't matter if I take them with food or yogurt. Just after a couple of days, they just make my stomach just feel so sour. So if you have any other ideas for when you're taking antibiotics, something to kind of help, please let me know, because I have like a couple more days of this and I'm over those things. And of course they're huge, but anyway, what was I talking about? So yeah, when I was putting this together, I still kind of just don't feel good with it. It just, so anyway, that's why I ended up using these stickers that kind of look like watercolor, and I got into another pack with the feathers, and I decided to include those two because of the birds that, like, my mom has come into her bird bath too. You can see them from like her kitchen window, and we always talk about what birds we see. And for weather, I decided to cut out this pellet stove out of I think it's a family farm and home. Yeah, family farm and home thing that came in the mail or whatever, which I don't like the new name, or the family farm and home. I miss what was that called before? Farmer's Fleet or something. Anyway, so I cut that out, and on the bottom of it has this bag of like cherry pit pellets, and I didn't like that too much, so I ended up kind of shifting things around so I could kind of cover that up a little bit. And that's what I was gonna say, is like, if stuff just doesn't sit right, like I wanted to have the butterfly over the flower, so I turned the music page over and tried from the other side, and everything just kind of came together that way. And so I decided to include the stove for weather because in the US here, it's supposed to be starting to get cold. It was in the 70s today here in Ohio, November 5th, 2022. It is so warm. But anyway, something musical. I used a page out of one of those vintage music books I got from the library, friend sale, and I could not figure out what to do for my favorite word. Like, it just wasn't. I couldn't think of it because I kept thinking, well, what about a word I just say often, which is, which I think is whatever. I think I say that quite a bit, or, like a cursey word that makes me giggle. But of course, I kind of didn't think that was too appropriate. You know what I mean? And so I asked my husband what he thought my favorite word was. And he thought about it for a second and said, cheese. So that's what I decided to go with. So this collage definitely makes me laugh with the cheese on it, with my husband helping pick that out. And I just really like this one. I think it's really cute. And was just kind of fun to put together. But it took me a while to figure out what to put on this, especially for weather. But yeah, and then I wanted to say too, towards the end of this video, you're going to see me do something that I've been kind of talking about all year and never did. And I was thinking about it, and it was like, I kind of felt like this was something, brand new to me, and that I didn't really feel like I was good at or kind of belonged to, and that was decorate the cover of this. And I kind of think that was a little bit of like that imposter syndrome where, when you're trying something new and you're working on it, you feel like you don't belong or you're not doing very well at it. And that really can get in your head sometimes. And that really gets in my head when I'm doing these and I actually post my videos and show you what I make, because not everything everybody makes is everybody's tea, right? And some of these collages are just kind of like not my tea either. That's what, they're just part of the challenge with this. But I never really thought of myself as kind of like a collage person or being able to do those. And I learned a lot along the way, especially about, I always felt like I was so rigid in my thinking, like it has to be this, or it's, there's no other options, black and white, and so with these, you don't always have everything for the prompts, so you kind of have to use your imagination a little bit, which I really liked. And so I don't really consider myself like this master collager or, A+ #1 collage artist person, but I do feel like I have kind of earned my wings with collaging this year and just trying something new. And I'm honestly really proud of myself for doing this so far, because normally something like this I probably would have given up on. And I really wanted to try to do this every week this year. And I mean, I'm impressed that I have gone this far with it, to be honest. It just looks so cool. And yeah, so I'm like, it's time to decorate the cover. So I decided each week for the rest of the year that I'll add something else to the cover. So today I'm just going to put on a larger piece of paper, and it was like a page that I had cut out for one of the pages, background pages. And so it's a little small for this, so I added on a piece of coffee dyed paper I just had laying around. So that's what I'll add on this week, next week, and for the rest of the weeks, we will just add something on every week until we're done. I can't believe we're almost done. And I'm honestly, I don't know if she's released next year's list. I know I was talking with someone, or there was a comment about it, wondering when she would release that. I really don't know. I don't think I intend on doing this next year. Maybe just not her challenge. Maybe just doing a collage a week or every other week or something like that. Maybe. I'm not quite. I'm really not quite sure yet, to be honest. But that's where I'm at the point. At this point, is I'm not planning on doing it next year. But I want to continue with something like this. So there's a challenge going on right now of decorating, I think, yeah, guest checks. And I can't remember the channel name. I will try to link it down below. I was thinking about doing that too, because I think that's a really cool idea. It's something small, and the prompts aren't as like this, because these are honestly, these are difficult. These prompts for this challenge are difficult, especially when you just can't find things to go together and you're like, what do I do? But I think I'm going to try to check out something new, and then, you know, kind of grow from there with doing collaging and stuff like that. But I told you it was going to be a chatty one. Anyway, I hope you are doing well wherever you are in the world. It was so cool to see on my giveaway video where everyone is from, because that is just so fascinating to me and so cool. But anyway, I hope you liked the video. Make sure you stick around to the end to see what my collage ends up looking like and what I do to the front cover. I will see you next week and talk to you later. Bye.